In a recent statement by Ripple CEO, not only did he give his own price prediction, but he also stated that XRP's price will continue to shock the world and that SVB will carry no impact. If you're not sure what SVB is, it is the Silicon Valley Bank collapse, which was triggered earlier the last couple of days and is mostly a hub of investors for not only crypto, but some of the most money-making and billion-dollar online industry. And in today's video, we are going to be going over all this news, but before we do that, I want to remind you guys to please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel with your post notifications on, and of course, share this video to your friends and family. As well as make sure you guys do comment your thoughts down below because I'll be responding to every single comment. Starting off with the central banks buying gold and meeting with Ripple. Recently, Zach Rector mentioned that the CBDC live on the XRP ledger and that they're about to go live in public very soon. He also stated that the Ripple is also about to beat the SEC in the Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit. The banks in America are failing and the ODL, or the on-demand liquidity, is growing like wildfires outside of the United States of America. Now back to the Ripple CEO. Ripple CEO Brad Gunkus assures strong financial position despite SVP collapse. Ripple CEO took to Twitter on March 12th to discuss the company's exposure to Silicon Valley Bank and reassures followers of Ripple's stability. Ripple has exposure to Silicon Valley Bank, Gerlinghaus said, but we expect no disruption to our day-to-day businesses and already have helped a majority of our USD with our broader network of bank partners. He also tweeted to rest assured Ripple remains in a strong financial position. He also stated that it's ironic that so much of what's happening as some companies scramble to make payroll highlight how broken our financial systems are. And of course, wires are still not 24/7, 365. Rumors lead to collapse and the friction of movement money within a deep fragmented system, with all the solutions to this major problem being XRP. And in another statement, he actually said that the company had some exposure to Silicon Valley Bank, but remains strong. One of the craziest things just happened one day ago. An XRP whale says XRP's real price is in the thousands in a secret video where it is basically undisclosed. You're not sure who it is, but I'm going to go ahead and roll the clips because it is mind-blowing. This video has over 91.5 thousand views and has been quoted and retweeted by a ton of very official and source factual people. So I'm going to go ahead and actually roll the clip.
XRP, for example, I'm an XRP whale in my opinion, based on some numbers I looked at. I'm very heavy into XRP, okay, so I know all about it. So XRP is trading for under 40 cents, but that's not the real price of XRP. XRP's real price is in multiple thousands. Probably somewhere in the 50,000 per coin range. Now, that's a whole nother video, a whole nother story, and it sounds insane because you're like, no, it's 40 cents. I can't get into all that right now. What I'm trying to tell you in this video is that more banks are going to collapse. I'm not a financial advisor, that's not financial advice, but more banks are going to collapse. You saw a bank collapse in Silicon Valley, first time since 2008. So my point is, liquidity is drying up like crazy. Even banks don't have money. Where's all the money going? Why are countries all buying silver and gold? Why? All these countries across the world are buying silver and gold, and the United States is doing the same thing. What's going on with the US dollar, okay? But that's another video as well. But my main point is to tell you that liquidity is drying up in a large part due to the stock market.
Now before we move forward, I want to remind you guys of metalcrypto.com, where you can buy personalized metal crypto coins like the juicy Ripple XRP coin with case or the XRP coin with case. They both come in gold and silver, whichever one you personally like, and they both look absolutely fantastic. You can also get the USDT crypto coin, the Stellar XLM coin, the Shiba Inu coin. You can even get the Litecoin, Polkadot, SafeMoon, Cardano, Ethereum, or Bitcoin. All these cryptocurrencies in a physical form. I personally would recommend the Ripple XRP coin because I absolutely love it and own a ton of it, and it looks so freaking nice. But you can decide whichever cryptocurrency you want to personally buy and check them out before you do. And of course, if you do use the link in the description, you're going to get 10% off. So make sure you take advantage of that. That being said, let's get right back into the video. Now, I want to quickly go over the ISO 222 crypto projects. Now, this is quite important to understand. There are a few cryptocurrencies that are actually ISO 222 compliant. These include Ripple XRP and number 1, XDC, Algorand, Quant, Stellar, IOTA, and Hedra. Now, as you guys can see here, it does quickly label you all the information that you need to know. As you can see, the Ripple protocols consensus algorithm, RPCA, connected to the interledgers with the hyperledger quilt. As you guys can see, it also is going to connect to the R3, which is the fork Ethereum, R3 core to bridge, and then it's going to indirectly link to the conserves, the IMPEL, indirectly connect to the XDC. Now, what's really crazy here is that everything is interconnected, and it's quite clear that we see it happening in this image right here. XDC is connected to Algorand. Algorand is going to connect to Quant. Quant is connecting to the proof of reputable observations, also connecting to Stellar XLM, IBM Bank right here, Hedra is also connected. So they're all interconnected, guys, and this is what we have to understand, with the leading champion being Ripple XRP. Guys, pay attention to this script right here. Huge Ripple advertisements in Washington, D.C. Crypto means business. Now keep in mind, as you can see right in front of you, Ripple and the SEC are at a devastating lawsuit in the United States of America. Do you think that Ripple is going to be advertising themselves in the USA while also going ahead and thinking that they're going to lose the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit? I totally disagree. I personally think that Ripple is going to win, and that they already have most likely decided on the result of the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit. Whether it be a settlement or Ripple win, it doesn't really matter. Both are great, and that we are only waiting on a matter of time before it actually happens and we see it and an announcement is published. Let's go ahead and actually roll the clips right here. As you guys can see, since we're building a better future for finances, are you? Ripple, crypto means business. Then you're going to have another ad right here. It says, don't keep innovation waiting. Ripple, again, this is insane. The amount of exposure Ripple's getting and the amount of money that Ripple's spending to get these advertisements are unbelievable. And you're telling me that you still believe that there's a possibility Ripple is going to lose the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit? I highly doubt it. Now, before I end this video, I want to show you guys this clip, and it says, I could be wrong, but it seems, smells, and feels like BIS is confirming Ripple not to me. They've invested in a private entity, and they understand the risks. It's intravertible with all the money operators except those who are too small to conduct directly to it. So let's go ahead and actually roll the clip.
The payment system. So that's just one example, and the idea that we insist that licensed financial institutions are the only ones who provide financial services. So these are some of the ways we've done it. When it comes to KYC, AML, CFT, we have taken our requirements and also tried to, tier them up in a way that allows very small transactions on the back of mobile money to be done with very little KYC requirements. But then we restrict the transaction sizes. We restrict the limits. We have limits on transaction size, on daily limits, and we keep track on these transactions. So we've tried to marry some of these objectives. The other thing we've done is ourselves as a central bank to invest in infrastructure, in public goods, in addition to regulation. We've invested in, for example, an interoperable framework and infrastructure in the payments system through a wholly owned subsidiary. All the telcos, all of the mobile money operators, all of the fintechs, except those who are too small to connect directly to it, and all the banks are connected to this interoperable framework. Now that allows seamless transfer of money across a system, across all networks, across from banks to mobile money and vice versa, and it's seamless, it's cost effective, it is quick, and all of that. That is also a concentration risk in one system that takes care of the entire ecosystem, but it's a wholly owned subsidiary that we have every confidence in the way in which it's run, in the way in which it's managed, and we subject it to full regulation as well on an arm's length basis. And so here are some of the very practical ways in which I believe we have tried to marry, the trade-offs, and to take positions along that trade-off curve that inures to the.
Alright guys, now before I end off the video, make sure you guys go ahead and smash the like button. If you haven't already followed me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter at CryptoGeekNews, Instagram CryptoGeekYT. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next Crypto Geek video. Peace.